The number one sin in all of the Bible, this sin is repeated more than any other sin in the Bible, is idolatry. Idolatry is any noun, person, place, thing, or thought that you look to as your ultimate source. Any person, place, thing, or thought that becomes your ultimate source. What entrepreneurs and business people do is they turn the business into their ultimate source. So therefore, the business becomes an idol. And whenever you have a noun that becomes an idol, it is now competing with the one true living God. When you compete with the one true living God, you lose his assistance because he will not compromise with another idol. And in idols in the Bible were not just simply things they built, but things they looked to provide. So they were a source of something. They were providers of something. Your business is not your source. It is merely your resource. You need God as your source to bless your resource so that your resource blesses you, your family, and through the business, others who work for you and other people you benefit. So I would say the first thing you got to watch out for is idolizing your business, because I've had periods of being guilty of idolizing the ministry, of making the ministry so dominant, I can't live without it, as though God is not my source anymore. So that mindset is the first thing I would go for. But then that filters down to our money, our morals, how we relate to people appropriately in the workplace, to my time, to getting, let me bring in a very critical thing that most Christians, many Christians, and certainly business people don't look to, and that is the Holy Spirit's job in decision making. God has given us the Holy Spirit to guide us in decision making. And because business entrepreneurs are risk takers, we know you must take calculated risk. You want risk to work out because you can't guarantee the result of a risk. That's what makes it a risk. So risk involves faith. You got to believe something about taking a risk. But everything you believe in is not the risk you ought to take. So you need the Holy Spirit to authenticate this is a risk worth taking. The Bible talks about the fact that he will guide you in making a profit, P-R-O-F-I-T. He's talking about money. And God will guide you in making a profit, so you need guidance. If you need guidance and you have a guide, the Holy Spirit, every decision you make, big, medium, and small, he should be invited into the boardroom or to the conversation or to the Starbucks or to the golf course where you're making the decision to validate. How does he validate it? He validates it in your heart, but then through 2 or 3 witnesses. So if you're not confident that this is of God, you ask him for the 2 or 3 confirmations, and they can come in a myriad of different ways. So a lot of business people move ahead because they like how it sounds, they like how it feels, when it has never been confirmed. And then they want a reversal of how it turned out. So bring the Holy Spirit in on the front end so you can avoid a myriad of decisions that will take you down the wrong road.